Because these days, English is human beings' need. That reminds me of a news, and I think you people also must have read this news, that English has become a must for joining Air Force. Why? Because English is important. English is important in our day-to-day life also. Because English improves our personality. And there is one thing more. I am a religious person. And if I want to spread the message of Islam in the whole world, I need English. And not only to spread the message of Islam, but also to remove the doubts, suspicions, and misconceptions from people's mind which they have about Muslims and their religion. Today, the atmosphere is such that people like me are always looked upon as traitors, terrorists, and anti-national. So, I think it's my moral, national, and religious duty to remove those doubts and misunderstandings. Thank you. And for that, I am sure English will definitely come in handy. Well, now I am going to tell you an incident. Once I went to Assam to meet one of my friends. You know, Assam is such a place where people know neither Hindi nor Urdu. Their language is Assamese, and they either speak Assamese or English. Well, when I reached there, that I can speak English and express myself in simple word to a great extent. Thanks very much. Here, I want to take a minute more. Before leaving, there is one thing that I would like to say about my institute, and that is the atmosphere I got. Now, take a look at me from top to bottom. I am a living and breathing example of a typical Indian Muslim. I had many fears and apprehensions in my mind before joining the institute, because I thought that the other student would make fun of me and look down upon me, but nothing of the sort happened. I was welcomed and treated very, very affectionately by everybody and got respect from one and all. And this helped me a lot in learning English in a very comfortable atmosphere. And what I want to say about my sir and his mission is, मेरी हिम्मत को सराहो, मेरे हमराह चलो। मेरी हिम्मत को सराहो, मेरे हमराह चलो। मैंने एक दीप जलाया है हवाओं के खिलाफ। दस्ते कुदरत से बना तू भी कोई कसर अजीम। दस्ते कुदरत से बना तू भी कोई कसर अजीम। चश्म हैरत से किसी महल की तामीर न देख। That's all I have to say. Thank you for listening to me.
Well, before we go ahead with the first quiz, let me ask Rahman Ali to come and express his views in the shortest possible time. Please, Rahman, don't take too long, because after that we have to go ahead with the quiz.
A very good evening, all of you, and a very happy new year, all the guests, and especially chief guest. all my friends and batchmates. This evening reminds me of last year's function when I spoke from this place for the first time ever. And today, I thank God that I have got another chance to speak to all of you. Well, friends, I'm not going to repeat anything that others have already said. I would only like to highlight few points that should always be kept in mind when you start learning spoken English. The first and the foremost thing is that the kind of English we need today cannot be and should not be learned in a hurry. It needs time, devotion, dedication, and a little bit of obsession. The second important thing is that the written English and spoken English is quite different from each other. People are generally under the impression whatever is written in books is spoken English, and when we use it and when we speak the same in our everyday lives, it becomes spoken English. Let me make it more clear. Written English, my friends, written English is rather tough, literary, and formal. On the other hand, spoken English is comparatively easier, simple, and informal. But the most unfortunate thing is that people have a tendency to use tough literary words to impress others. But they forget the most basic thing is that if the words are too difficult for listener to understand, then of course the message is not conveyed. And obviously, when the message is not conveyed, the purpose is not served. I'm sure, friends, I have made my point clear. And here, I myself have made this effort to keep my words and language as simple as possible, so that you can understand what I mean. If my message is understood, my job is done. And when my job is done, I suppose it's time for me to say goodbye. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Well, as we announced earlier, that this program was also going to have 3 short pop quizzes. Now let me explain to you what a pop quiz is. A pop quiz is a sort of short quiz that is given to students or those who are interested without any prior information and on the spot, so that they don't get any time to study or to learn anything. They are caught unawares. So here we are going to go ahead with the quiz. And as I told you earlier, the quiz and all the questions that I'm going to ask in the quiz are all related to our everyday lives. I think I said earlier, it's not related to rocket science or genetic engineering or nuclear physics or trigonometry or any such thing. We live and breathe with that kind of English right from morning till the evening and the time we go to bed. Be it television ads, newspaper, movies, TV serials, or whatever. There is hardly anything today in our lives which is without English. So English is something that has become indispensable, And we are now compelled to take it not just seriously, but very, very seriously. Now, this is going to be a test of your this bent of mind as to how observant you are, how closely you observe, how minutely you observe what's going on around you when you buy a packet of chips or you buy a packaged food, for example, tomato soup or something like that, and whatever is written on it, do we just throw it away, or we take care or give a damn to first read it and find out what are the words? Do we know them? And if not, are we going to try to know them, or just crumple it into a ball and throw it into the dustbin? So, let's see. The first one is going to be of spelling, how good we are at spelling, because I have come across hardly anybody who can write a paragraph, or not to talk of a paragraph, even 2 or 3 sentences without making spelling mistakes. So, let me tell you the rules. First, we will pick 15 students at random. Whoever is interested in it, they can raise their hand and their name will be noted down. I will ask each one of them a spelling. If they spell it out correctly, they will be there. If they do not, they will be immediately eliminated. And the remaining number of students will then be there to answer other questions. So let me see how many of you are interested in that quiz. Raise your hand. I can see Saadat Ali there. No, note down Saadat Ali. And Danish Maqbool. Anybody can take part in it. Anybody can take part in it. It's open to all. Then Almas, I suppose. And thank you for coming. Nomanur Rahman. Right, Parvez Nizami. And I can see Neha Jain, and your hand is not coming up. Very reluctantly you are raising your hand. Okay, so Neha Jain. Then Rahila Abbas is there. And gentlemen over there, I don't know your names. That is Rahman Ali. And who's there? That is Akshay Kumar Singhal. We also have Akshay Kumar here. Then those 2 guys, one with spectacles. May I know your name? Sorry? Sayyid Munib. Moin Khan. And there is, yes, your name? Sorry?
Darab.
Just
Darab Nadeem.
Shadab Nadeem.
Darab.
Nadeem.
Nadeem. Nadeem.
Okay, Nadeem.
Nadeem, I like.
Then there is Mudassir. And I think this is the last one, the last name that we can take. Sorry? No, we have run out of capacity. So we have 15 names here. Let me repeat and confirm whether you are there, because sometimes people say, no, I was not there. Saadat Ali, are you there? Okay. Danish Maqbool, right. Almas, okay. Maz, Vikas, okay, right. Nomanur Rahman, are you there? Okay, good. Parvez Nizami Sahab, okay. Neha Jain, good. Rahila Abbas, okay. Rahman Ali, Akshay Kumar Singhal, Sayyid Munib, right. Moin Khan, okay. Nadeem and Mudassir, right. So let's start. You can call it a qualifying round or an elimination round, both. If you spell the word correctly, you qualify for the quiz. If you cannot, you are immediately eliminated, and the remaining ones will be a part of the quiz. Yeah, this is a qualifying round. Okay? So you tick mark against those names only who can spell the word out correctly. Yes, so let's start with the first name is Saadat Ali. Saadat Ali, how do you spell the word superstitious? How do we spell the word superstitious?
SUPER STICIOUS.
Well, I'm afraid. Gone.
Thanks.
Okay. So just cross it out. Danish, could you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, try.
Sir, SUPER STITIOUS.
Very good. That's the correct spelling. A big hand for Danish Maqbool. So he's there. Very good, Danish. That is the correct spelling of superstitious. And could you please also tell me what superstitious means? You're not going to lose any marks if you are unable to tell me the meaning. Just by the way, I'm asking.
Sir, extrovert person.
Well, I'm afraid that's wrong. Never mind. Can anybody else tell me what superstitious means? Andhvishwasi. Right? The person who believes in all these things. A big hand for Mr. Parvez Nizami. Okay. The next name is Almas. Yes, Almas. How do we spell the word cephalogist?
Yes, sir.
Cephalogist.
Cephalogist. SAPHOLOGIST.
Well, I'm afraid that's wrong. That is the wrong spelling. Anybody else who would like to try? And first, let me tell you, yes, Rahila is going to tell us. Sorry, could you repeat it? Very good. That is the correct spelling of cephalogist. A big hand for Rahila Abbas. That is the correct spelling of cephalogist. Now, could anybody tell me what a cephalogist or a who a cephalogist is? Anybody? Nobody. Okay, Rahila, come on, very good.